All right, so I'm going to talk about second period first. First period, you still need to hear this because you will do this towards the last half of class. But second period, you've already seen the solving review. All right, so first thing everybody, all classes need to do are turn in your homework number 4, which is your word problems you were working on yesterday. Okay, remember first and fourth period, you only had to do 1 through 15. Second period, you had to do through 17. Okay, so turn that in. You're watching the video already. First and fourth, I'm going to show you how to solve, remind you how to solve real quick in Desmos. Second period, you've already gotten that. All right, so second period, what you need to do now is finish up this solving review if you have not already. Okay, and then you will turn it in. All right, you can find it right here in Canvas under the final exam review, solving review right there. Okay, so second period, that's what you're working on right now if you're not done. Then, and everyone needs to listen because everyone's going to be doing this the second half of class, you will get this circle review. All right, it'll look like this. All right, and it's going to go through all those circle, angle, and segment, and all those kind of problems. Remember, you have this circles cheat sheet. It's a blue sheet. I don't know if you can tell it's blue on the screen. But it is a blue circle cheat sheet. So take that out because that will help you with these problems. All right. When you finish, so second period, you will probably finish. First and fourth, you may not, and that's okay. All right. When you finish, it is right here under final exam review, circles review. Okay. All right. So second period, you know what you're doing. Go ahead and get started. So second period, you can stop the video now. If anyone in second period needs a reminder on how to solve this, how to complete the solving review, if you go to your final exam review and click on 1210 right here, this video is posted right here, and you can put some headphones in and watch it if you need to. Okay? All right, so second period, you're done with the video. Work on your solving review and then your circles cheat sheet. Okay? I know I keep going. You will get a progress report today. If you have any missing assignments, you can work on that today as well. All right? Okay, so second period, pause the video. First and fourth, here is what we are doing. Okay? Same thing. Make sure you're turning in homework number 4. You're watching the video already. The solving review. All right? You've actually done a lot of this. I just want to reiterate how it works. Okay? So, if you see this, and then we're going to use all Desmos. All right, so pull up my Desmos, exit out of these. All right, kind of like we just did with those problems in our volume, or we did yesterday with our volume problems. If you're going to solve, remember, you can always put this side, so y equals, I'm going to do A, not capital, it won't like that. 1/2 x. And then y equals 14. Remember, it's y equals the left, y equals the right. And then your graph, or your answer, is where your graph intersects. So the answer to A is 10. Okay? Now, some of y'all may prefer to just solve that by hand. It might be quicker than having to type it in. All right? But that's how you use Desmos for just equations. All right? So you can do any of the equations here. Now, what about inequalities? So I'm looking at G. All right, so check out G real quick. Not usually. So I'm looking at this one. You still plug this in the exact same way. Okay, so I'm going to say y equals, you can find your absolute value bars right here on your keyboard, or you can press shift, and right above the enter, there's a little up and down line that you can click. Okay, so x plus 10, close it, minus 7, and then y equals negative 5. So notice I still typed it in the same, all right? It's just no longer equal. Yes, we got to find where they intersect, but my answers are not just negative 12 and negative 8. The answers that work are actually anything over here and over here, okay? Because what this is really saying when it says greater than is when is absolute value of x plus 10 minus 7 greater than or above negative 5? Okay, well, negative 5 is this purple line right here. The absolute value one is that green V shape. So really it's asking, when is the green above the purple? Okay, so that happens, let's see if I can get some writing here. That happens right here, and actually right here, there, and right there. So our answers are not just negative 12 and negative 8. It's anything to the left of negative 12. So the way we say that is anything less than negative 12. Y'all see where I'm getting that from, okay? And then anything to the right of negative 8. So this and that. Right would be greater than negative 8. Okay, so remember, this little symbol should point in the direction that we shaded. So from negative 12, I shaded left. It should point left. From negative 8, I shaded right. So it should point right. All right, so your answer is this or that. All right, so when you put this in Canvas, let me show you what it's going to look like. All right, so complete the solving review linked here. I'm going to go to student view. So I'm going to do take quiz because you're going to enter your quiz answers. And that was G. All right, make sure you're reading these directions on how to enter your answers. E, F, there's G. So notice it has two boxes. It says enter your answers as inequalities. To type less than or equal to, you have to type it like this. And to type greater than or equal to, type it like that. Enter your answers with the smallest value first. Okay, so negative 12 is first. And it was just less than. The reason I know it's just less than is that's what they used here. If this had an equals, then your answer would have an equal to in it, okay? So I'm going to put x is less than negative 12 or x is greater than negative 8. That's how you would enter your answers, okay? There you go. I can see it a little better. All right. And that is what you are working on right now, okay? So you have these problems right here, all right? I guess I do need to remind you of piecewise functions. Let me remind you of those, all right? Let's see here. When you enter piecewise, let me get my Desmos pulled back up. Yep, right there. Okay. So if I want to enter this into Desmos, I'm going to exit out of that, close, sorry, exit out of this. Each line is a line in your Desmos calculator, okay? So y equals 5, and then you put your little squiggly. It's right above your apostrophes, okay? X is less than negative 2, all right? So notice I typed pretty much that first line without the if, okay? And then y equals 1/2 x minus 6, little squiggly, negative 2, less than or equal to. So if you do less than and hit equal, it'll slide that under there. 6, close squiggly. So that's the second line. Y equals negative 2x plus 10. Squiggly, x is greater than 6. So that's how you would enter that into Desmos. And remember, this f of 3 is saying, what is the value when x is 3? So you're going to go here. When x is 3, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, I go down and I click, it's negative 4.5. Okay? So this first part would be negative 4.5. Then you would add it to whatever this equals, and add it to whatever this equals. Okay? All right. So working on our solving review. All right. And make sure you're good here. So show you where we're at in modules. Just a reminder. Under final exam review, 12:10, circles, review, and catch up. okay? So you're here, solving review, complete any missing work on your progress report. So I have those to hand out. If you're missing any test or quiz, please email me. Here are the times that are available to make those up next week. And then if you finish all that, you'll start on your circles review, okay? All right, have a wonderful Friday.